Good afternoon. It's JD Stockman, aka the Godless voice. I decided I'd come out here on location. It's I-30 and Motley. This is the location that begins the origin of the BMW. What had happened is, I was on my way to work on a Thursday night. Now, every Thursday night, this is the night I usually get paid, right around midnight, between midnight and 2. So every Thursday, this damn truck, which I dubbed Lizzie as in Lizzie Borden, it's always taking wax out of my paycheck. Lizzie decides to break down right out here. You see those cars speeding by? I was over in the median. Now, I'd pulled over far enough that I was able to get out with my door wide open, inspect my truck, figure out what the hell's going on. A couple of cops had pulled up behind me. They also began inspecting my engine. Nice cops. Side note, I don't actually have a problem with the police. I have a problem with shitty police officers. But the police in general, absolutely necessary for society. Great job, guys. Shitty cops can burn their golden hell or whatever god they represent. Punishment. Anyways, tangenting. These cops decided to give me a ride, or I asked these cops to give me a ride to work because I work right down the street over at UPS. They obliged. When I got off of work, this is like a 10 that this happened. I got off of work at about 4:30 that night, or the next morning. Had a friend of mine drop me off, friend of mine from work, drop me off at my truck. Well, I noticed I had a flat tire. It was dark, I couldn't actually see what the real problem was. So, I resolved I was going to just get the damn thing towed back over to my house in the morning. So, he drops me off at my house. I call a tow truck around noon that day. Meet the tow truck at the corner near my house. Drive back over here. And that's whenever I saw the real damage. First, which I've concluded within reason, it's got to have been an 18-wheeler. Because you couldn't have done this level of damage without. That still pisses me off. Anyways, 18-wheeler, or what is presumably an 18-wheeler or a big truck, hit the bumper so hard, the back bumper, that it actually pushed it up into the gas tank and ruptured the gas tank. It had tore a chunk out of the tire that big, out of the back tire, bent the back tire axle, drove along the side of the truck, opening up a gash that wide from back to front, wiping my driver's side clear of door handles and mirror, peeled the front bumper partly off, ripped a hole in the front tire, and didn't bother sticking around, didn't leave a note, didn't leave anything. So I can only imagine that it's some sleepy fucking driver that ran over my truck. Just screwed me over. I mean, I was royally screwed. Now, since we live in the social media era, my bad. Poor guy lost his hat. Sorry. Since we live in the social media era, I lamented this on Facebook, and some of my atheist friends, pardon me, I'm still picking sleep out of my eyes, some of my atheist friends had little solutions that they'd give me. One of them, which I'm not going to name any names because I respect privacy, offered to just give me a Camry. And you don't just run around advertising these people because, I mean, motherfuckers want to hit them up and start begging and shit. Yeah, it's no. Anyways, he offers to give me his Camry. He said he doesn't use it. It's sit around for a few years. Last time he used it was a few months prior. All it needs is to have the brakes fixed, because it requires the emergency brakes at that time to stop. Okay, it's a free car. I can pay for that. I'll pay for any repairs. Just name them. And that's what happened. I showed up to his house over in Arlington, and began working on the truck, or working on the car. It didn't want to go. It didn't want to start up. So he turns to his BMW sitting in the driveway. He says, "Well, you can at least borrow this until we get the car running. That way you can keep going to work." Really? Well, you're going to just lend me a BMW? Okay. I can't argue with that because I need to work. I have a job that I need to do, and I don't not show up to this job. I wasted all my, not showing up to works on my truck. I was not going to let that happen anymore. Period, point blank, the end. I show up to work every day, and even days that I'm not even scheduled. So yeah, I'm more interested in maintaining my job. So yes, I'll take the BMW. I've got a real bad pucker factor whenever I first drove off with it. Driving it from Arlington back to Garland. I was driving down the highway, and I was looking around wondering why people were going so slow. And then I look at the speedometer, and I'm going 100. Wow. Could not tell this car drove so smoothly. Plus, the 80 miles per hour is arranged roughly where the 60 mile per hour notation would be in the truck. So, falling back on old habit, I was going about what I thought to be 80. No, I was going 100. So I've pushed the car up a few times. Had to get it out of my system. And it was done with his blessing. He's like, "Yeah, go ahead and open it up. You should open it up. You should really try it." I'm like, okay. I've gotten up to 120. I really didn't want to push it past that. That wears down the engine, cycles through all the fluids that are making the car work, basically uses them up. So I only did it once or twice or 3 or 4 times. So while I was driving around in this car, I jokingly mentioned that I might just go ahead and take the BMW over the Camry. Rather pay for the BMW than get a free Camry at this point, because the car is just really that nice. Now, he said anything's negotiable. Are you serious? Are you serious? You really want to sell me the BMW? Okay, yeah. We'll talk about it. We'll chop it up. So I decided, okay, you know what? I need to be conscientious about my budget. Even though I have this promotion coming, I need to be conscientious about my budget. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay for the Camry to be fixed. And once the Camry is fixed, we'll see whether or not I still want the Camry or the BMW. So that's the least I can do for letting me borrow the damn BMW in the first place. Sure, I'll get the car fixed up. Even if I don't take it, I'll pay for it to be fixed. The second visit, it starts to become clear that nobody knows what the hell's wrong with the Camry anymore. It's not running. It doesn't want to work. Parts have been replaced in succession, or successively replaced. Like, it's not this, well, then let's try to replace this. Well, if it's not this, let's try to replace it. At some point, you just kind of looked at each other like, this car isn't going to run. Not anytime soon. Okay, well, go ahead and shoot me the price for the BMW. Let's just say it was less than I thought it would be. I came in prepared to pay one price. He offered a price about $500 below it. Alright, cool. But after doing the little walk around, the little minute details that are wrong with it, like these are unnecessary repairs that need to be done to it. Like, I've already done a few of them. Like, the glove compartment was kind of messed up. The handle had been torn off. I fixed that. The knob, this little knob right here, wasn't actually on there anymore. I fixed that. It's got the nice little click to it. So, here I am in a BMW. Now, they keep dicking me around on my promotion. So, my philosophy, and one of my many philosophies in life, I've got tons of them, but I think any rational thinker tends to form a list of philosophies. Well, one of my philosophies is always have a plan B, a plan C, a plan D, a plan E, a plan F, and if you can manage it, a plan G. Always have backups. So I fell back on plan B, which was notifying my original supervisor that I'm having trouble getting my promotion and get him on the case. That didn't work. Well, I fell back on plan C and notified the guy that I was listed under, that I shouldn't be listed under. Had him try and go and fix it. Now, while he's working on that, I've actually enacted plan D, which was to talk to one of the other red shirts, full-timers, red shirts. It's just about what happens whenever you become a full-timer. You become extremely expendable if you're not up to the status quo. So, I talked to another full-timer, Plan D, and he is actually directly friends with most of the people in the plant, including the people I have to have this ethics test with. So he is actually going to go talk to them and tell them to come talk to me directly to help with screwing this through the national promotion system that they have. They literally have a promotion system that's on some national network. So I had to fill out this profile and all this other crap just to get this damn promotion. I had to talk to people over in BFE, some other place. I don't even know where the hell they are. Some stranger somewhere in America is actually trying to schedule my appointment here in Mesquite with people in Mesquite. Well, I work here in Mesquite. Red tape. So, Plan C should have gone off today. I won't know until I make the phone call. Plan D is already prepared to go off and is going to go off even if Plan C works or doesn't work. So, but that's the type of guy I am. So this is the origin of the BMW, which is where I will probably be shooting a lot of these vlogs. Yeah. Pretty sweet car. You want to see it? You want to see it. Let's have a look at the BMW. Yeah, we're going to walk a little distance so it's a big reveal. Bam! Yeah, I would walk around to the back, but that's where the plates are. Well, I'm not going to walk completely around to the back, which is really a shame because has this really nice plate frame that says Miskatonic University. I eat that up. That's just lovely. Now, one of the many things that I have wrong with this is, yeah, you see those inspection stickers. So, this is the new ride. A few hubcap emblems missing. Who cares? The one that matters is right there. It's a nice ride. Now I just got to make sure I can pay for it. So if anybody has any ideas on how to get a loan, because I want to pay for this in bulk, I want to just hand over the money, screw this whole payment system, although we did work out one. Payment system is going to be roughly about $1,100 a month. But he would much rather have bulk, and I'd much rather give bulk. So, I'm trying to get a loan for approximately $6,000 because that would clear me of everything legally or, yeah, all the things that are attached to this car that I need to take care of in order to make it my car. That would cover everything. $6,000 for a 2001 Series 7 BMW. I think I got a pretty good deal. Now I just need to be able to pay for it. So if anybody has any tips on acquiring large sums of money for vehicles that can be paid off over time through blood, sweat, and tears, feel free to leave a comment. At any rate, I don't know how to sign these damn things off, so fuck it, bye.